Hey everybody, welcome back to the Rise or Die podcast. This is yours truly, Stephen M. Lowisz, for episode 76, X Factor. And you've heard me complain nonstop, but the last couple of weeks have been pretty brutal for me and my organization. Just facing some challenges. I mean, they're growing pains. It's all good, but things have been pretty brutal. And I mentioned, I think it was yesterday, that every day, essentially, when I get up, I'm in scarcity mode. It's like, what the hell am I going to do today? Like, who am I to deliver for my clients? Who am I to get more clients? Who am I to lead my team? Who am I to lead my marriage? Like, it's really tough. It's more stress and pressure than I've ever dealt with in my life. I mean, every minute seems like there's a 450-pound backpack on your shoulders at all times, and it's compounded by the $100,000 in debt that I am. And I go through every day sitting there struggling and thinking, like, what the hell am I doing? It doesn't make any sense. When does the pressure stop? When does Steven actually get a fucking break? But I realized something this morning. As I'm doing yet another stack, and if you don't know what it is, shoot me an email. I've explained it a few times, steven@invictus.co. But this morning I was doing a stack on myself, beating myself up pretty bad emotionally and verbally and so forth. But I got something really awesome out of it, like I always do, because, well, that's what we do at Invictus and in Warrior. We turn shitty situations into awesome situations. And what I realized is that I haven't been actually using my X Factor. Now, this may be a little corny, I get it. An X Factor is the gift that we've all been given. The difference is the gift is different for each and every individual. The gift is different for each and every individual, but it is a fact that we all have one. It is a fact. God has given us each individual gifts that we need to be playing off of. What are you really freaking good at? Now, I'm really bad at frankly, most things. I am really bad at most things. I've never actually played a sport besides football that I was very good at, and I've played a lot of sports. Frankly, I kind of, especially starting out, I sucked at marriage. It's not like I'm perfect now. I've put a lot of work into it. I suck at running, and running is something that I've always really wanted to do. It's not going to happen. Like, maybe one day I'll run 100 miles, but I'm never going to win a foot race. There are things that we suck at, and it's easy to focus on those. It's really easy to focus on those. I'm a decent copywriter, but I hired someone that was much, much better for me, and I didn't even realize how average I really was at copywriting until I hired him. Now it's awesome. But it's really easy, like I've been doing, to beat myself up over, well, shit, I'm the boss, but I'm not even the best at all this. Well, no. That's not what being a leader means. It means that you can play off your strengths and leverage the strengths of others. And this is something that I've had to come to terms with over the last week or so, but it's kind of taking a head today. What's my X Factor? Closing deals. Closing deals and opening people's eyes to the reality that you can have it all. I'm very good at both of those things. People who were lazy and didn't really give two craps about life, who were fine with just sliding on through. I'm very good at opening their eyes to ambitious realities. And I'm very good at closing deals. Those are about the only two things where I can say I am exceptional. Everything else, I am mediocre at best. But I'm learning to play off others' strengths. I'm learning that I don't need to beat myself up anymore. I'm learning that I'm not going to be the best at everything. And this sounds like common sense, but it's hard to get out of the weeds of the daily grind and actually get like almost like a third person's perspective on your own life, right? It's hard to actually catch yourself in the moment when you're beating yourself up because you're not the best at something. It's hard to catch yourself when you're upset that not everything under the sun is your X factor. I am in sales and marketing. That is what we do at 21 Leap. Invictus is more along the lines of Wake Up Warrior. In 21 Leap, I do a lot of sales for both me and my clients. I close deals for a lot of my clients. I'm in conversations with Apple and Uber for some of my clients. Well, actually, one in particular. I've talked to Bloomberg and gotten one of my clients in an exclusive by Bloomberg, and that was just in the last couple of weeks. But what am I not the absolute best at? Copywriting, social media, running ads. No, I'm hiring people to do that. But when you're in scarcity mode, it's really easy to continue that abuse towards yourself. It's really easy to get frantic because you're not used to trusting others. So let me wrap this up in a bow for you. Because I tend to go on rants and then I got to bring myself back down to earth. What is your X factor? And are you using it? We all have an X factor, so it's not, do you have one? The question is, what is your X factor? And are you using it? And are you using it across body, being, balance, and business? Those two X factors that I mentioned, frankly, we all have several, but we all have one main one. Mine is closing deals. I'm very good at it. I'm very good at inspiring others, which brings people to work with me. So, across body, being, balance, and business, what is your X factor? And are you using it to its fullest? That's what I've got for you today. This is a really important principle. This is like, it's slapping me in the face today, so I really want to get this point across. As always, if you have any questions, shoot me an email, Steven@Invictus, INVICTOUS.co. In addition, subscribe at riseordiepodcast.com to some of our exclusive content. Lastly, as always, share this podcast with someone that you want more for out of their life, someone that needs a little kick in the ass every day, just like you get from me. In the meantime, I'll see you tomorrow for episode 77.